Hey, what's up guys? I want to do an update on the Mossberg 500 here, talking about my safety issues, and I did resolve the problem. I figured out what it was and I fixed it. First, let me just show you that I'm empty here. Nothing in the chamber, you can see that, and nothing in the tube magazine. So we're completely empty here. Alright, first a quick little recap. If you didn't see the first video, basically I was having issues with the safety. When the safety was on, the gun still fired. Okay, I can pull the trigger and it would fire. Obviously, not a good thing at all. So first thing I did was I broke this whole gun down completely. I mean, I took it apart. Every single piece that could possibly come apart, I took it apart. I took a picture before I took the trigger assembly apart. And the trigger assembly itself has a lot of little parts and springs and pins and stuff in it. But real quick, let me just show you the picture of the gun broken down. Alright, so that was a picture of basically everything taken apart except for the trigger assembly. Okay, what happened was I figured out by looking at pictures. My online friend Travis sent me a bunch of pictures and a really good explanation of what he thought the problem was. And halfway through reading what he wrote to me, I realized something. In my trigger assembly, and I don't have it apart here to show you, but I'll show you a picture in a second, there's a thing that sticks up, this piece on the back. And basically when you pull the trigger, a second piece lifts this up. Okay, it moves upwards. And mine was completely bent back. Okay, I noticed in the picture, and all the picture, I went online and started looking at pictures too of the trigger assemblies for these Mossbergs, and every single picture I saw, it's straight up and down. So I'm thinking, alright, that's not right. And the other key is that on the actual piece itself, I saw the whole front was scratched out really bad. There was a gouge in it. So I'm thinking, alright, that has to be the problem. This thing sticking up is definitely bent over. And it turns out that's exactly what the problem was. That little Y-shaped piece that actually moves up when you pull the trigger, mine was completely bent, so it's not engaging the block that's on the inside of here for the safety. At first I tried to bend it back with pliers, but it must be a tempered piece of steel or hardened steel, because I could not get it. I mean, I used my my Leatherman waved, and I was really trying to crank on it, but it wouldn't budge. So I ended up taking the whole trigger assembly apart, and I laid the piece flat, and I hammered it down on a piece of concrete, or a slab of rock that I had, and flattened it out, put it back, put everything back together. The trigger assembly was a pain in the butt. Hard to find information on that. There's a lot of really good videos on disassembly of these guns, like a general breakdown or field strip kind of a deal. But taking down the trigger assembly or taking it apart, it was hard for me to find information like that. But eventually I figured it out, so not a problem, and it is finally fixed. So let me just show you a quick little... first, let me show you the picture of what that piece looks like. I did 3 little red circles around it so you know what I'm talking about. So take a look at it. Alright, so you see how that was completely bent back? Not supposed to be like that. So I just straightened it out, put everything back together. While everything was apart, I did clean it a little bit. Didn't go crazy, but got a lot of the soot off, because I have probably 200 rounds to this since I first got it, and I haven't cleaned it yet, so it was a good time to clean it. But anyway, let me give you a little demo here. First off, again, this is pointing a safe direction off camera, but we checked, it's unloaded. The safety's off, so it should fire, which it does. Try it again. Let's put the safety on. Okay, safety's on. It should not fire, which it doesn't. Safety comes off, and it fires. So, very, very happy about that. So now you might be asking yourself, well, what the heck bent that piece? Well, first off, it is not Mossberg's fault. It is not a faulty design. It is not this pistol grip. Originally I thought because I put the pistol grip on, the screw screwed something up. This is, I believe, is a Tac Star pistol grip. Definitely aftermarket. It's not Mossberg part. I believe it's Tac Star. Is that what it said? Tac Star? Anyway, I got this off of Cheaper Than Dirt. You could probably find it, figure out which one it is. The hardware that the hardware piece, I don't know, I can't talk today. The screw or bolt that comes with this pistol grip does not interfere with anything internally. Okay, it's a smaller screw, or bolt rather, and it only comes in probably about, that much in or whatever. It does not affect the internals at all. Completely tight, because I took this all apart and I had just the receiver here, and I tightened the grip down to see how much that screw went in. It doesn't go in at all. Okay, it's not a problem. Quick little note though, when you're buying an aftermarket pistol grip for your shotguns, if you do decide to do that, make sure if it comes with a bolt to use that bolt. Do not use your original one, because your original one is going to be too long, and that will affect that, and that probably will break that piece or bend it like mine did. So now you're thinking, all right, well, if it's not the pistol grip, how'd that piece get bent? Well, something I never told you, which I obviously should have mentioned, is that when I first tried putting this pistol grip on, I screwed up the threads. Okay, I cross-threaded and I screwed them up. Okay, so I ended up having to re-tap the receiver. Okay, basically putting a tool there and reshaping the threads. Now, when I did that and used that tool, that is what bent that piece back. Okay, so it's completely my own fault. It's not Mossberg's fault. It's not a faulty design. It is not, has nothing to do with the bolt, okay, or the pistol grip. So just to clear the air there, Mossberg didn't do anything wrong here. Okay, by design, I think it's not the best design. Basically, because like I said, if you happen to get a pistol grip and for some reason you use the original stock screw or bolt, it'll do the same thing. It'll push through and probably bend that piece back or snap it off. So I don't think the design is a great design. However, in this specific case, totally my fault. So I have to, you know, just mention that. You know, I got to be honest with you. I screwed up on this one, but I figured out what the problem was and I fixed it, and I'm happy with it. So you know, so that's it. So my Mossberg, my little pistol grip Mossberg, is 100% functional again. Safety works great. It will not fire when on safe mode. Okay, which is good. It makes me happy. It works. So there's my update on the Mossberg 500. I want to thank Chef0086 for originally posting his video, which got me thinking about, you know, what's wrong with mine, and then of course Travis, who sent me an email, you know, with the breakdown of some really good pictures and detailed information as to what he thinks the problem was. That definitely helped me. You know, just by looking at the pictures and seeing that, uh-oh, you know, mine doesn't look like that. Mine's all bent. That's what helped me figure it out. So anyway, back up and running. Just wanted to give you that update on the Mossberg. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it.